What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 43, and we start today's episode off with a game against Arsenal in the Premier League here at Carrow Road. Of course, this fixture last year we won by 2-1. It was actually the last fixture of the Barclays Premier League last season. We won it by 2-1. Van Volswinkel got both goals. He scored one of them in the last couple of minutes, but unfortunately he's not with us anymore. But anyway, guys, I have a question for you today straight away, and it would be great if you could answer it for me. It only takes like 5 seconds to comment. I have a question for you today, and that is, how long do you want these videos to be? Now, the reason I ask is because this is like the standard length I tend to do for career modes, around the 10-minute mark, maybe 1 minute below or above 10 minutes. But I want to ask this question because lately I've been reading some comments saying, you know, they should be a little bit longer, but I'm not really sure whether... The thing is, because whenever I do like longer videos, people tend to say, oh, you know, sometimes this is too long, you know, sometimes people think I don't have 15 minutes or 20 minutes to watch a YouTube video nowadays, so that's why I prefer them to be like 7 to 8 minutes. So I have a question, and that is quite simply, how long would you prefer these videos to be on average? I do tend to, you know, vary it around a little bit, so it's not always the same length, but on average, how long would you like these videos to be? I think the length we're at right now is fine, around the 10-minute mark, but if you want to be longer or even shorter, then please let me know in the comments, because I'm not sure what people would prefer. I like it as it is, but I just want to make sure everyone's happy, and yeah, just let me know what you would like. Just let me know in the comments how long you'd like them to be, and hopefully we can improve for the future. I mean, like I say, I think they're fine as they are, but I always want to try and improve and make people happy. But anyway, yeah, we take on Arsenal for the first game of the episode, and it was Nathan Redmond who gave us the lead just 5 minutes in. Lovely ball through and a great finish by our winger to make it 1-0, and then Jack Butland was called into action really early on to keep the score at 1-0, and in the 14th minute Lucas Podolski chips the ball forward, but it's cut out by Andros Townsend. Townsend finds Leroy Fer, and it's a great ball through to our number 9. Can he finish? It's the French striker 1-1, but unfortunately Szczesny makes a great save, and it's still 1-0. But that was it for the first half. Not much happened after that, but in the second half Arsenal had the first chance when Jack Wilshere collected the ball, went down the left hand side and gave it to his German playmaker Mesut Ozil, and his cross was met by the head of Olivier Giroud. So the French striker makes it 1-1, and that was how the game finished. It was a very, very uninteresting game, I'm afraid. It's crazy. Ever since the patch, it's been so hard to break down the AI. It's been ridiculous, and the AI have found it hard to be breaking me down as well. So it's funny because I mentioned this a few episodes ago. It's gone from being like goal fest in every episode to barely any goals whatsoever. So it's funny, but there you go, 1-1 draw, and I was actually pretty pleased about that. But straight after that, I decided to go into the contracts. Decided to check them out and see how many players we got expiring in the end of this season. We got quite a few. Basong is one of those. Of course, he says he wants to leave at the end of the season, which kind of sucks. So hopefully we can make sure he doesn't leave on a free. The Murphy twins, they both want to leave. Johnny Howson is still yet to sign a new contract. Declan Rudd, our third choice goalkeeper, is still there as well. Ryan Bennett is the other one. So, you know, no one really amazing. I mean, the Murphy twins have got good potential, I know that. And of course, Basong is our first choice centre back, but I probably imagine even if he does stay, we'll be looking for a new one next season. But yeah, the only two I'm really worried about is the Murphy twins and Johnny Howson. I like Howson, but he can go if he wants, but I don't want to see him leave on a free agent anyway. You know, last year we left like 5 players to run out of contracts, but they were all really like young players who I believe probably had no potential whatsoever. So this is a bit different now. We're actually looking at first team quality players and good potential players in the Murphy twins. So in general, those are the contracts that are expiring, and I don't really want to see him leave on a free agent. It's not disastrous, you know. If the Murphy twins decide they want to go, that's fine. I mean, if any of those players want to leave, that's fine, because it's not that they're worth like 10 million or whatever, but I still don't want to see them leave, and we'll have to wait and see and see if we can get anything out of that, and hopefully they won't be leaving on a free agent come the end of the season. But anyway, we take on Vitória for the following game of the episode here, the Portuguese side, and of course I mentioned it in the last episode, I think it was. We've played 5 games in the Europa League group stage, and Vitória can still knock us off. Fiorentina are top, they've automatically qualified, and they'll probably finish as top as well. We can finish third, we can get knocked out of the Europa League in the group stage, but Vitória have to win by 2 goals. I checked up on it and I made sure I was right, because the first time I did I wasn't sure if I got my maths right, but yeah, I checked up on it, and it meant that Vitória had to win this game and beat us by 2 clear goals, otherwise we'll be going through. So basically avoid defeat by any more than a goal and we go through. So it was, you know, I thought I'd just, rest most players again. It's usually like 5 or 6 players that get dropped. It was the exact same. Still players like Butland and Hooper, and I think the song made out on there as well, or possibly Smalling, and basically the team is more than capable of beating Vitoria. No disrespect, but I still feel we've got the capability to beat them. We of course beat them at Carrow Road by 3-2. The only worry is that we will concede early on, and then it really will be a stretch. So other than that, I felt confident coming into this game. I felt as though we'd be able to make sure we secure at least a point, but they had a great chance just 4 minutes in. A wonderful ball through came to Mazus here, went 1-1. Lovely recovery challenge, but he played the ball through, and the shot went just wide. So warning signings early on as Vitoria had the first chance of the game, but it was still 0-0. But a few minutes after that, Nathan Redmond came down the right hand side. Lovely run by Redmond, really was. Tried to catch the keeper out of the near post, but it was a very good save. Got to say, I love this Vitoria kit as well. It looks really nice. Redmond's shot was well saved, and from the corner, Chris Smalling's header was easily held by the keeper. So still 0-0. But in the 13th minute, Alex collects the ball here. Vitoria comes through. The ball eventually ends up to Mazu, plays it back to Alex. Another good chance, but again, the shot goes wide of the post. So still 0-0. But in the first half, it really was all Vitoria. They had the best chances. They were threatening really well. Here's another great chance as the cross comes in from the far post towards Andre Santos, and his header goes wide. So in the first half, Vitoria had very good chances to take the lead, but they didn't take a single one. And because of that, my confidence was sort of growing really, because even though they were getting closer, I was still feeling, as time was running out, they wouldn't have enough time to score 2 goals. They had another great chance here in the 54th minute. Again, the header went just wide the post, and then 10 minutes later, a corner came in. It was cleared. Olsen, look at the pace from Olsen here, runs onto the ball. Lovely step over to get around his man Paolo Oliveira. Plays the ball through to Serge Gnabry down the left hand side. Wonderful ball through to Billy Sharp. That was a lovely first time ball in. Billy Sharp comes through and rifles it into the bottom corner. So after all of those chances Vitoria had, they couldn't even take a single one of them. Billy Sharp pulls out the worm, and it's Vitoria 0, Norwich 1. So they must have been kicking themselves. The coach must have been furious. How on earth they failed to put the ball in the back of the net after all those chances was ridiculous. But even so, it was 1-0 here, and in the 75th minute we had a chance to make it 2-0. Wonderful run it was by Dale Jennings, I think, but his shot went wide of the post. So still 1-0. But with 12 minutes to go, Barrientos came through here. I stood off with him with Smalling. I thought he was going to pass it, but he didn't. And Vitoria's number 10 ended up smashing the ball past Butland, who I think should have saved that really. But even so, 1-1, and it still meant Vitoria had to score 2 more goals in 10 minutes. So they left it way too late for a revival, and they didn't really threaten either. Serge Gnabry came through here. Nice piece of skill. Got a bit lucky, but he took aim, and it just went wide of the post. But the game did finish 1-1, so they had so many chances, Vitoria. I mean, I came into this game, I was full of confidence. I thought there was no way we would lose the game. I thought we'd easily be going through, and after all of those chances, the fact they missed all of them was just ridiculous, really. And I mean, at the end of the day, they should have gone through. They should have beaten us by 2 goals, and instead they could only draw with us 1-1. So we go through in second place. Fiorentina top it. They beat Elfsborg, so we go through in second place, and that's good. I think I'm right in thinking that means we face a Champions League side. Is that right? I think so. A Champions League side got knocked out, if I remember correctly. That's how it works. So yeah, that should be good fun. Hopefully a really big team that comes through. It'll be a nice a great night at Carrow Road if we can win one of those games. But yeah, we're through to the knockout stages. That's the best thing, and I'm really pleased about it, because I still believe we can win it. I mean, it's a big ask. It's a really big ask, but I still think we can win it. It'll be an amazing achievement. But anyway, it says that Basong refuses to terminate. Refuses to sign a new contract, and says he's going to be leaving the club at the end of the season, and that really does suck. Hopefully we can sell him in January, because I don't want to see him leave on a free agent. And Johnny Howson says he's not sure he's going to sign a contract either, so we've got a lot of contract problems here. But then you see Declan Rudd and Ryan Bennett both decline contracts, so again, it's contract problems. It's my fault. I'm not paying much attention to it, and I'm not giving them the right wage and length. But even so, there's a lot of contract problems, and hopefully we can get that sorted out for the next episode. But as always, guys, a big thank you for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like. That's much appreciated, and it really does help my channel out. And I will see you for the next episode of Career Mode tomorrow afternoon.